I'm going to go ahead and walk you through installing firmware update for your PLCs. First thing you want to do is on this web page there should be a link to download the latest firmware version. Go ahead and download that to your computer, and then you'll want to open up VBuilder. We've already got VBuilder open up here, and inside it, when you go to the help, there'll be a firmware update option. Click that. It'll bring up the tool, and first thing you'll see is that your system that should be plugged in will show up. In this case, I've got a small branch system. It's got the branch, main, and a expansion. So it'll show that, and it'll also show the current version of firmware that's on the devices. Now I'll go and I'll find the firmware file on my machine. And once that's found, it will compare the current version on your PLCs to the version in the file. And you'll see in this case the version in the file is version 1.01, and the version inside the PLCs is version 1.0. So it'll show up as yellow, and it'll pre-check these for us because they need to be updated. So when you've done that, we'll go ahead and we'll hit install, and it'll start to update the firmware. And this will take a while. It'll take quite a while, depending on the size of your system. In this case, we've got 2 devices, so it's actually going pretty quick at the moment. If you had a much larger system, or if you already had programs inside your PLCs, that can also affect the speed. But don't be surprised if this takes a while if you have a very large system. It will pause for moments inside the install process while it connects and disconnects from devices. We'll watch this play out. At the end here, when it reaches the end, it will re-enable the install button, and it'll also update the versions on the PLCs themselves. So we'll wait for that to happen. If it doesn't happen after a few seconds, sometimes, and this may be a case right now, you'll just want to physically unplug the USB cable. I'll do that right now, and then plug it back in, and it will update. You see, it's just updated the versions of software that are in each of these to the latest. It's told us that's what's in them now. So we're good to go here. We're all done. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.